Hello, here in this summary today I'm going to explain a romance movie fantasy called The Shape of World. Spoilers ahead, attention beware. Realistic Care is a mute woman who live an ordinary and monotonous life. During the Cold War in 1962. She wakes up, cooks some eggs and touches herself. In her bathtub her neighbor and her close friend is a kind man known as Hills. Elisa works the night shift as cleaner in a secret laboratory. Government of Maryland. Your partner work cell is her best friend. Both ladies continue with your homework cleaning until they reach a special laboratory with a pool in. Facilities learn that you are going to introduce a new asset in the laboratory and that Dr. Robert X. Stellar will be the supervisor. The asset arrives in a cylindrical tank accompanied by Colonel Strickland Reuters, the man who captured the creature. Elisa is curious about the creature and approaches the tank, discovers that it is a humanoid amphibian. When the creature reacts to her touch in the tank, Stellar asks the two women to leave later while working on the hull. A loud noise and Strickland veins coming out with bleeding hands and bitten fingers. When they enter the lab, call women to clean it up. The floor is covered in blood as they continue to clean the space. The third is at the fingers from Strickland and put them in a bag. Finally she has the opportunity to see the creature kept inside a tank of vertical water. It is clear that it is hypnotized by her. The next day in the work, Elisa the laboratory to see back to the creature takes some boiled eggs in a paper bag and open one to try to attract the creature out of water. The creature appears slowly and approaches Elisa. The egg. When she tries give it to him, the creature is alarmed. Elisa leaves the egg on the edge of the pool and the creature picks it up and disappears into the water. Cell and Elisa are called for a meeting with Strickland after thank Liza for having found her fingers. He shows them his hand cooked. When she is curious about knowing more about her, it is revealed that it was found abandoned when she was a baby with neck wounds next to a river. Before they go, Strickland warns them to stay away from the creature as it is a monster, though appear human. But Elisa hopes that the scientists leave the laboratory and plays music from a record player, trying lure the amphibian man to her with an egg. The creature rears its head. This time she doesn't seem to be too scared, and Lisa teaches him sign language of music and learns it quickly. Then the two eat while listening music from here. The Isa continues visiting him every night and both begin to form a close bond. She plays music to amuse the creature and even dances to entertain. The one night Stellar go by chance Elisa setting up ties with the affiliated man and she secretly watches without interrupting she realizes that the creature is much more important than she thought. More later we find out that he is a spy, Russian secret, when she meets with a Soviet agent to share information about the job's creature. Taylor urges people to speed up the extraction of the creature since now she knows that it is an intelligent being that he can communicate with humans by. Next day the Ant finds the chained and badly wounded creature. As he tries to help her today, Strickland enters the lab and quickly hides the streak in torture to the amphibian man with an electric coldly, and Elisa is devastated. A general arrives at the laboratory and is amazed by the nature and size of the Strickland creature. Explains that the natives of the Amazon in South America, where he found the creature, they adore him like a god. General Strickler scoff of the creature, saying that he doesn't look like a god, cause Teller realizes that the creature bleeds and knows that it has been tortured. Explains that the creature is a special living being that is important to future scientific progress. Child has difficulty breathe because they have kept her out of water for too long. Strickland begs to return it to the tank, however Strickland pays attention. Hobbs ignores Teller and tells the general that they have that vivifies the creature for learn more about her at that time. The creature faints and Hobbs Teller order the other scientists to put back in the water. Elisa listen that the men plan to kill the man Amphibian and dissect it after. He tells Gines everything and asks him for help to get the creature out of the lab, but Hill refuses, fearing that she will have to face the consequences of violating. Elisa Law tells Hills that she loves the creature because he sees her as no one else. She does is to say that the creature does not see her like an unconvinced dumb person. Hills leaves the apartment saying that she is not even human, but after change her mind she comes back and tells him Elisa who will help House Teller say meet with Soviet agent again to inform them that the creature will be I lived sectioned his boss, however order me to kill the Castellar creature. Begs you to keep the creature with life, but that night they don't give him that option. Night while the Isa prepares to help the creature escape, Cell is given realize that she is up to something. Meanwhile he recovers you with hesitation the poison to kill the creature, but ends up approaching again Strickland to try to dissuade him from vivisection. While arguing with him, he manages to see Elisa displacing a camera in the lab and realizes that Strickland will never change opinion. Decides to help Elisa. She finds in the lab and gives him the creature chain keys to hide the creature in the car laundry, and they leave the lab. Elisa meets Zelda while eating. Teller cuts the power in the facilities, although at first shows reluctant to Zelda to involve everyone in the escape plan. They manage to flee the facility. Just Strickland realizes that something is wrong. Elisa plans to free the man affiliated on a nearby channel when heavy rains allow access to the ocean. Meanwhile keeps it in her bathtub. The next day Strickland interrogates Elisa and has a cell among others. But he finds out nothing. He is convinced that the cleaning staff could not steal the creature back to apartment. Hills discovers the man Amphibian devouring one of her cats. Yell for it to stop, but the man Amphibian startles and slashes Hills as he runs out of the apartment. Then the Isa finds him looking fascinated a movie in the cinema downstairs and returns him to his apartment. Creature learns that cats are off the menu and try apologize. Touch Hills on your head, bald and on his injured arm while magically shines. The next morning Hills discovers that his hair has started to grow again and let the wounds of your arm has healed. Elisa continues developing a romantic relationship with Amphibian man, fall in love and break up doing the yummy in Liza's bathroom. The next day in the work cell finds out that Elisa has had sex with the Amphibian man and is surprised. Then she reads it is explained to her how they made the delicious one because it's the one from she is confused about. There is the member of the creature Elisa. She continues to explore her desires with him. Relief man and arrives his water bath. To create your own aquarium. This ends in a flood and Hills catches them in the act when he approaches to check the water leak, but it does not interrupt. The general arrives and tells Strickland that you have 36 hours to get the man back Amphibian or his career and his life will have Terminated due to suspicions. Trick Launcha. Jobs tell her when he is going to meet with the Soviet agents, having realized that he is a spy. Strickland shoots torture at dying Jab teller to reveal details on who took the man out. Lab Amphibian and Strickland say surprised to learn that it was Elisa and Giles managed to reach the channel to free the creature before it. Strickland reached them when they are saying goodbye to the creature. Strickland arrives down hills and shoots both the man-lived and Elisa. The amphibian man heal quickly and cuts Strickland's throat, killing him. As the police arrive on the scene with Zelda, the man Fabio takes the Isa and jump into the gutter as Hida and Gil say goodbye to them in silence when he applies his healing ability under the water. The scars on the neck, these are open to reveal Gil's like hers. She comes back to life and to embrace in a final narration conveys the belief that Elisa lived happy forever and she remained in love with the amphibian man, and this is how the movie ends. Subscribe to see more videos like this, activate the notifications and leave a like for help the channel. Thanks for watching.